Hi, this is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan, and he's a Corgi. Oh my God, Danny, you are having so much snow where you are. I'm so glad I don't live there right now because we had snow yesterday, and that was plenty of snow for me. Oh, it snowed all morning for like 4 hours, and it was gray, and we were at work, and that was fine, but it sure made you sleepy, and you're at work. Anyway, the sun is shining here, and it's not going to snow for at least 4 days, so that's pretty exciting. Although next week it's still winter. So, what are we going to talk about today? I am, for those of you who don't know, just getting over the flu and pneumonia. I was really sick, and Sunday will mark the 3rd week that I have been sick. So one of the things I think that a lot of us think about is our pets when we're sick. And I would like today to focus on the benefits of pets when you are sick. First of all, they stay with you, and sometimes when you have a fever or chills or stomach problems or a bad headache, you feel like you're going to die. And so having that life force of some concerned little corgi or dog or cat next to you when you're sick can be so beneficial. Even if they are under the bed and you are on the bed, just knowing they're there does give you some comfort in a way that a person really can't. Because being with a person, you still feel like you're just a mess, like you don't want anybody to see you. But your dog is so non-judgmental, and they won't look at you and even like look pale at the disgusting way you look. They just like love you anyway. So pets can be hugely beneficial from that regard. Being with a pet lowers our blood pressure, it lowers our heart rate, and that again helps keep you calm. So when you feel like you're going to die because you've got something wrong with you, being with a pet can really help you de-stress enough that you can really engage your immune system. And there's been studies done that when you're petting a dog, your immune system is boosted. When you and the dog are exchanging a feeling of love, your immune system is boosted. So being with a pet really can help you when you're sick in a lot of ways. But the most important thing they do for us is emotionally. They give us unconditional love. They want to be with us even when we don't want to be with ourselves because we're so disgusting and sick. And they really do help you feel okay. And I know over the years my dogs have done remarkable things when I've been sick. Comet speed dialed a friend to come when I was really sick. And Tristan has just done amazing things for me when I have not been well. You know, I passed out on the kitchen floor 2 weeks ago on Sunday before I went to the hospital from low blood pressure, and he was right there next to me licking my hands and my face saying, "Mom, what's wrong? You got to get up. What's going on here?" And it was before Corgi breakfast, so it was really important that I functioned better than I was. So dogs can do amazing things. I mean, dogs have saved people 100 times over. There was just a story in the news this morning about a rescued 3-year-old tan and white pit bull who was barking and saved a family from a house fire. I think in Massachusetts, but I'm not 100% sure. But, you know, dogs do amazing things for us all the time. And part of that is being with us when we're sick. And I can't thank my dogs enough for all the times they have sat with me when I've had migraines or exhaustion or the flu or pneumonia. I've had pneumonia like 4 times. So it's really important that our pets are with us. And I think it's so important that we have pets in places where people aren't at their best, like nursing homes. Therapy dog visits are so important. They bring so much joy to somebody who's in a place like that, so much connection with nature and life and the outside world, and that unconditional love that you may lose when you're in a setting like that. And certainly therapy dogs in hospitals can really bring a lot of joy to people. So it's important to remember the benefits of dogs when you are sick, or cats, or bunnies, or birds, whatever kind of animal you have. I know my horse Hawk, when I had a migraine and I still had to ride every day because my horses were in deep training and dressage, he was just as soft as velvet rabbits. He was just, his coat was amazing. but I would just go lean on him in his stall, and he would hold really still, and then he would rub his nose over my shoulders where I had all kinds of problems in my neck, and he could give me the best massage ever, and he just knew. I mean, I was so sick sometimes that if he did anything wrong, I would have thrown up, but he was so gentle and so wonderful, and I will always miss that about him. My other horses have not done the same thing that Hawk did. He was an amazing horse that way, and certainly Comet was an incredible healer. He did a lot of work for a lot of people, and you can read lots more about Comet in my book, Dances of the Heart, Connecting with Animals, and the work that he did. And little Tristan, he's just optimistic and happy and concerned, and that is enough. That is more than enough. That's what most of the dogs in the world give us when we're not feeling well. So hats off to dogs for helping so many people when they are not feeling well, and thank you to all of the people that bring their dogs for therapy dog visits to nursing homes and hospitals. It really does matter a lot to the people there. I know that some of the fellows in the soldiers' home where I worked, they would wait all week for Friday when they knew the little dogs were coming in to visit with them. And they would try to save pieces of their meals, which of course was frowned on because then we get mice and things. But, you know, their concern for those dogs didn't just happen in the hour the dogs were with them. All week they were thinking about the dogs, asking people to buy them dog bones to give the dogs. And things like that. And if you are doing therapy dog visits, one of the things people love to do is to feed your dog. So bring some low-calorie treats and plenty of them so that your dog can have some snacks from the people at the nursing homes and hospitals where you might be visiting. So we are getting ready for the big Edison Super Pets Expo. We are leaving early Friday morning to go to that. I have a lot of packing and organizing to do because the expo this past weekend was such a successful one, and I sold a lot of stuff, and I have lost track of things, so I got to get that organized and get ready. We'll be there next to my sister. It's usually a very successful big expo. I'm doing talks about harnesses and connecting with animals, and my sister is talking about, I think, vaccines and food. So it'll be a very exciting day or 3 days in New Jersey coming up this weekend. So if anyone lives in the New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania area, this Pet Expo is really a big one. So it's a great thing to come over and see us and visit the expo. My buddy, the Adventure Bunny, will be there, and certainly plenty of birds and reptiles, and usually there's a cat show. I can't imagine there wouldn't be at this one too, for all the kitty people in the world. And I think this one even might have the lady that brings the cat agility course, which is a fun time. Our rescue Corgi helped my husband when he had cancer. Yes, it's true. When I had cancer, my dog stayed with me a lot, and they went to every visit with me. And, you know, Dr. Siegel, Bernie Siegel, who's a famous cancer surgeon and mind-body medicine expert and originator, really, of that concept, Dr. Siegel says that one of the most important things when you have cancer is to become an individual so that your doctor knows you, and you're not just a number. And part of that was having the dog with me. And he said, if you don't have a dog with you, bring cards, bring balloons, be funny. You know, I put pasties on my breast when I went in for a lumpectomy, you know, stuff like that to make your doctor really know who you are, because then they have a personal connection with you. And it's not like they aren't good doctors with everyone, but that personal connection does give you a difference, you know. There's love, there's a mutual admiration between you and your doctor that can be so helpful. So having your dog with you, or even showing your doctor pictures of your dog, can really help you when you're in that kind of a setting. So don't forget to include your dog in your wellness program. How this? So we'll be back tomorrow at our regular time-ish for an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. Friday we're leaving at the crack of dawn, so we might try to do a live in the afternoon when I get there. Usually the first day of the expo is crazy busy. And if you haven't been watching the Dog Cancer series, I think until 9 tonight you can still jump on and watch episode 7. And there could be an announcement this weekend if you've missed episodes that you can catch up. So make sure you keep an eye on this page and my sister's page on Saturday, in particular to catch up. And it's a great thing. Everybody should see it if you have a pet. It's not just about cancer. It's about cancer prevention. It's about toxins in our environment. It's about what to feed dogs. It's about dog exercise. It's about stress on our animals. It's about our connection with our animals. And some of the greatest vets of my lifetime are featured on the show. It's so nice to see Marty Goldstein and Alan Schoen again, and catch up with some of the people that I have known and loved as vets over the years. So thanks for joining us today. Everybody stay well. If you're not well, snuggle up with your pet. Thanks for joining us. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.